There is no there. It's all just being. So there is no being here, because here implies the existence of there. As Anita writes, quote, "When we pursue externally, we seem to see the world as being competitive and limited, and we use external measures to judge our achievements. To me, herein lies the illusion. There is no limited supply of beingness. We seem to measure our beingness by the achievement of goals. I don't, and neither do most people who are happy. My point is to shift your views. See the magnificence in your being, whether you are rich or poor, physically impaired or not, with the one you love or not, and so on. I am now just focused on being, and am now the creator of my life. That is, the artist of my life." Anita concludes, quote, "The only thing you need to learn is that you already are what you are seeking to attain." I am inviting you to live this way, first in your imagination, be it. Then live your life in the way St. Paul suggests, treating those things which do not exist as though they did, and surely they will become your reality. Your reconstructed I ams. Run through as large an inventory as you can of the things that you would like to define your life. Then make the shift in your imagination from an I am not or I am hoping to become to I am. You want what follows I am to be congruent with your highest self, which is God. Beginning with your inner dialogue, simply change the words that define your concept of yourself. Don't discuss what you're doing, because involving others in your I ams invites their ego to assert its self-importance. Redefine your self-concept by choosing the words that you opt to place into your imagination. Try this rewording of your inner world as a beginning step to accessing the assistance of your higher self and fulfilling your desires. In the book of Joel in the scriptures, the Lord's advice is in harmony with what I'm saying here in this chapter. Quote, "Let the weak say, I am strong." Joel 3:10. It is truly as simple as these 7 words from the Bible advise. If you say, I am weak, you defile the name of God that is your highest self. How is it possible for the creative source of the universe, the source energy responsible for creating worlds, to say, I am weak? As I quoted previously, Jesus said, "Is it not written in your law, I said, you are God's?" So how can you, as you now operate in your life from your highest self, ever even think such a thought as I am weak, let alone define yourself in such a blasphemous manner? By thinking I am strong, you place in your imagination the tools you need to achieve your pronouncements, and you align with the source of all, with strength instead of weakness. Align yourself so as to synchronistically invite the guidance that is unavailable when you declare, I am weak. Instead of I am incapable of getting a job, shift to I am capable. Similarly, replace proclamations of I am not able to live in peace with I am peace. I am unlucky in love is replaced by I am love. I am unworthy of happiness becomes I am happiness. The words I am, which you consistently use to define who you are and what you are capable of, are holy expressions for the name of God, the highest aspect of yourself. Break lifelong habits of unwittingly besmirching this holy name. Discontinue using pejorative labels to cast aspersions on your holy self. One of the many great lessons of the I am discourses is to always make your very first consideration to your divine self. In fact, adoration to it will allow you to rise to previously unimagined heights. You must make your outer self accept the unlimited power of your inner presence. Expanding your inner presence. It is impossible for me to overstate the significance of using these 2 words, I am. They have transformative energy to guide and direct the highest power in the universe, revealing you as a God-realized being. It matters not how long you've been stuck in a pattern that's kept you from fulfilling your highest ideal of yourself. By shifting so that you restate who you are in your imagination and choosing to live from this perspective, you will, as Neville suggests, achieve that transformation. This is true whether you've been a drug addict, a chronic stutterer, enmeshed in poverty, riddled with illness, chronically lazy, unlucky in love, intellectually inferior, or whatever you've wished you weren't. Here are a few examples. With addictions, affirm, I am sober, I am perfectly healthy. With stuttering, affirm, I am in perfect command of my speech. With poverty, affirm, I am prosperous. With illness, affirm, I am well, I am perfect health. With laziness, affirm, I am in possession of unlimited energy. With love, affirm, I am love, and I am in a loving relationship. Intellectually weak, affirm, I am a genius. You might be thinking that this is all just self-delusion, and just saying I am doesn't make it so. It's probably natural to feel skeptical if you believe that what your senses tell you is your only reality. The scriptures offer some words that may help you overcome your cynical viewpoint. The opening words in the book of John in the New Testament are, quote, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. John 1:1. 13 verses later, there's this phrase, and the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. John 1:14. What do you suppose the phrase, and the Word was God, means? You are more than your sensory awareness. You are also your own spiritual divinity, which is impervious to those five senses. God proclaims in the same scriptures, as I noted in the previous chapter, my name is I am. Those two words are now in your imagination in such a way that they align perfectly with God. This is your beginning. Steadfastly retain and repeat I am, and then you will discover the reality of, and the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. Yes, the words I am. Calling upon this name and placing it in your imagination and living from this place literally joins you with the source of power that allows you to become all that you've affirmed, as well as to create miracles. Begin by being willing to use these divine words as the name of your highest self, God. That is the inauguration of the you that will live a wishes-fulfilled life, as long as those wishes are in alignment with the source of being, which is love. Love for yourself and your magnificence. Love for all of God's creations.